welcome to your September 2018 relationship reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or your return viewer subscriber. Thank you, and I hope the message resonates for you. If you find that the message isn't resonating, remember that this is a general reading and it may not resonate for all who watch this video. If you also find that to be the case, you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising, and even your Venus sign, because sometimes those other planets may be more prominent in your chart. If you don't know what that means, go ahead and contact me. You can leave a message or a comment and I will help you find out your birth chart. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and get into this relationship reading. This is a reading for a relationship. So in order for that to have, for it to work for you, it could be a marriage, right? Long-term relationship, dating, you just met someone, you've just broken up with someone, or maybe you've broken up with someone in the last 6 months or so, okay? And you guys kind of, know that you want to get back with this person, or maybe that person wants to get back with you, but there has to be some type of energy going on between the two of you. This reading is not going to work if you haven't been with someone for 2 or 3 years. There's no one in the picture. There's no energy flowing towards you or between you and another person, so this reading is definitely not going to make sense, all right? And I just say that all because I get a lot of comments with people saying, oh, well, if so-and-so really wanted me, they could call me. It may not even be your reading, okay? That person may not be wanting to call you, and maybe that's why the reading doesn't make sense, because they are not thinking about you. There's no energy coming from that person, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your September reading, all right? The first card is going to represent what's going on between you. So in the middle column, these cards are going to represent the energy of the relationship. This is going to be the other energy. This is Aries energy, okay? So for my cross watchers, these are Aries cards, okay? Let's go ahead. First card is going to represent the current climate in your relationship. We've got the Five of Wands. I feel like the Five of Wands has been coming up off and on for Aries. Next card represents what the other person is thinking. And we've got the Six of Cups. The next card represents what the other person is feeling. We've got the King of Pentacles. All right. The next card represents what the other person is showing you. We've got the Moon card. Next card represents what you're showing, Aries. We've got the Seven of Cups. Next card represents what you're feeling. We've got the Two of Pentacles. And the next card represents what you're thinking. We've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you're thinking, either you're thinking about somebody new that you want to get physical with, or you're trying to figure out how to manifest a new, hot, physical beginning with this person who may be even somebody from your past. Okay, guys? I'm skipping ahead, but I can do that. All right, so right now there's some conflicts going on, okay? The Five of Wands can indicate conflicts. The Five of Wands can also indicate that there's some type of competition. All right, so this could be a situation where, Aries, whether you have other people that are interested in you, or whether the other person has someone who is interested. It can just also indicate that you guys have that kind of a banter between the two of you. It may not necessarily mean that anybody's cheating or there's, outside situations, but the Five of Wands can indicate that, two people have kind of like you guys kind of get off on that kind of breakup, makeup type energy. All right. But yes, of course, it can indicate that there's other people who are interested in either one of you or both of you. So let's go ahead and clarify what's going on in the situation. And we get the Page of Pentacles. So I see the Page of Pentacles and I think about patience, okay? I think about focusing on the issue, whatever it is that may be causing all of this ruckus that's going on down here. It's time to actually put an end to it. It's time to focus on that. It's time to say, okay, look, why are we fighting? Okay, why are we arguing? Why are we bickering? Even if we get off on it, just because you get off on something doesn't necessarily mean that it's good or healthy for you, right? So the Page of Pentacles can also indicate that, it's about working on the security of the situation, okay? It's about making plans, focusing on this new interest. So for some of you Aries, you may be focusing on a new love interest, or you may be focusing on this new direction that you are trying to take with this particular person. Okay? It's kind of almost like that, because it is page energy, right? The pages bring kind of like a naive, you know, kind of teenager-ish energy. When I see the pages, I think of, you know, first loves, first crushes, that type of energy. So I feel like definitely there's a situation where it could be, like I said, you guys kind of get off on fighting, and maybe this is the makeup after a spat. Okay, now it's time to kind of have that quote unquote happily ever after, right? Now, what this person is thinking, Aries, is the Six of Cups, all right? So they're definitely being a little bit nostalgic about the situation. When we see the Six of Cups, it's definitely someone who is thinking about you. Maybe, like I said, it could be someone from your past. Okay, it could be a situation that someone is trying to revive, or, you know, the two of you may be trying to revive a situation that either there were some conflicts that you guys are coming out of, or that you guys had some type of a breakup or a split. And now you're, you know, this person's nostalgic. You're, you know, trying to figure out how to get a jump start, how to have like a do-over. All right, so you definitely, both of you, in your thoughts at least, right, are thinking about each other kind of fondly. Also with the Six of Cups, it's that like soulmate type of energy. Okay, so this person may be even be thinking that you might be their soulmate, Aries. Okay, but definitely you may be someone from their past. Okay, so this could be one of those rare instances where it is a situation, and it could be the, you know, a distant past, it could be the far past. I think it's something that's more relative. Like I said, I think these readings pick up on, like, you know, no more than a year out or a year behind. So maybe within the last 6 months, if you've had a situation where you ended it with someone, or you've been going through, you know, issues with someone in the last 6 months, they're kind of thinking about you and thinking about the good things, not necessarily the bad things, okay? Because the Six of Cups is that warm and fuzzy type of feeling, all right? This person, if it's a new situation, this person feels like they've known you all their life. They feel like there's something about you that makes them feel like, wow. All right. Now, let me go ahead and clarify that, because, and you know, clarifiers, sometimes people say, well, when you pull the clarifier, you say something different. Well, clarifiers are here to bring some clarity. So yes, the Six of Cups can mean a few things. So when I pull this next card, it's going to really clarify what this person's thinking about. Here, so now we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So now this really lets me know that this is a situation where either there was some type of breakup, okay? It could be a situation where this person is just being nostalgic about the past because you guys are no longer actively in a relationship with each other. Okay, the Ten of Cups represents disappointments, it represents breakups, it represents family problems. So either there's a situation where somebody from your past is thinking about you, someone that you've broken up with already is thinking about you, or you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys are having family issues, family troubles, all right, and this person is now, they're thinking about you fondly, but of course they can't get over the fact that you guys are having issues, all right? So here with this Ten of Cups in reverse, you know, either this person is um thinking about, you know, going through with a divorce despite the fact that they're, you know, having these fond issues with you, or they're having these fond issues despite the fact that you guys have gone through some type of either breakup or disappointments in your relationship. All right, now moving on to what they're feeling, and we've got the King of Pentacles. So that's interesting because the King of Pentacles represents security, okay? With the King of Pentacles, this person feels very secure, very grounded, whether that's within themselves or within this particular relationship, all right? But also with the King of Pentacles, this person is not necessarily, it's not necessarily about their commitment to you. This person, that's just who they are. All right, that's just who they are as a person. The King of Pentacles is like very sensual. They're very steadfast. Okay, they don't rush into relationships. You know, it could be a situation where I feel like maybe this person is also very turned on by you, Aries, okay? Like you represent kind of like the King of Pentacles to you, to them, and therefore that means that there's something about you that just really turns them on. And I feel like with the Six of Cups in their mental, they are turned on by you despite the fact that you guys have had some conflicts, okay? Whether it was a breakup, whether it was a divorce, or whether it was just, some fights that were very disappointing, and especially if those fights had to do with outside influences. But I feel like this person, they see you or they feel about you very strongly, all right? Let me go ahead and clarify this King of Pentacles. And we get the Seven of Cups. So here the Seven of Cups is coming up again in this reading. So you guys are either definitely dealing with some type of commitment issues as far as this relationship is concerned, or you guys are dealing with outside influences, and whether it's about having options, okay, whether the both of you have other options and you're always fighting because maybe you're throwing those options in each other's faces, or Aries, your options are more apparent, where this person, their options affect them more emotionally, okay? But the Seven of Cups is also about illusions. And I feel like for this person, the Seven of Cups is more of that daydreaming type of energy, okay? The Seven of Cups is someone who fantasizes and daydreams a lot, okay? So I think that this person kind of fantasizes about you. They may even be romanticizing the situation, all right? So it's almost like they're seeing and wanting more from you, Aries, than you can give them, or more than they have given. It's like they're only focusing on the fact that they want you. It's almost like, all right, I know that we've had conflicts and I know that we've had fights, but all they can seem to think of and focus on is, you in a positive light, in a positive manner. It doesn't matter if they're being delusional or if they're, being unrealistic. That's just how they feel. Okay, you're dealing with someone here who seems to be very kind of emotional. All right. Now, what they're showing you also with the moon is more of that emotional nature. All right, so you're very aware, Aries, of how emotional this person is because they're not hiding it. They're not hiding the fact that they are possibly moody, okay? They could be like, you know, also with the moon person, they tend to have affairs. All right. So if it's not a situation where you're dealing with a Pisces, because that's the moon card, and that's for those of you who have been following my readings, Aries and Pisces. Pisces has been popping up in Aries readings. Okay. Now, if that's not the case, then the moon person is emotional. The moon person is also very secretive. Okay. But the moon card is also about illusions. So I think Aries, or you can see, or this person is showing you that they are kind of idolizing you in a way, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify this moon card, and we get the Five of Wands in reverse. So they want to make up. This person here, of course, it shows that they want to make up because they don't care that you guys have had conflicts and conflicts and arguments and whatever. They they're more focused on how they feel about you. They're very nostalgic about whatever good times you guys have had together. I'm picking up a very sexual, sensual vibe. Maybe you guys have that kind of connection because Aries, I do see the Ace of Wands here in your thoughts. So you're thinking about this person in a physical way, even about how to manifest you know, a physical connection or physical interaction. So if it is a situation where you guys have been broken up or distant for a while, I think you're ready to kind of bridge that gap on a physical level. All right. And I think that this person's just more emotional about it. Maybe that's just how they have to rationalize it for themselves. I don't see a lot of rational thought going on, though, on this side. There's a lot of emotion here, but in the middle of all that emotion is the King of Pentacles, which we know is physical. Pentacles are the tangibles, right? I stole that from someone. I know I did. I think it was Sal with Eat. Is it Eat, Pray, Tarot? Eat, Pray, Love. He's got his own tarot channel. I'm gonna remember this because I watch Sal all the time, and I just know him as Sal, and I never remember the name of his channel. But I think he was the one that says pentacles are tangibles, and I was like, aha, I like it. So anyway, this person in the middle of all their emotional that they have going on, because they've got emotions on every level, okay, mentally, in their emotional part, and in also what they're showing, okay. So this person, despite the fact that they are emotional about you and emotionally connected to you, they also want to kind of work things out, okay. Now what you're showing, Aries, you could be showing that same kind of there's some I'm sorry, there's a correlation here between the Seven of Cups. It's interesting because there's some readings where I can feel the energy that's going on between the two of you, but it's very hard to articulate. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on between the two of you. I feel like whatever the feelings are between the two of you, it's kind of difficult to articulate, right? And so you guys kind of wind up with this back and forth because neither one of you seem to be able to articulate how you feel accurately at the time, which leads to bickering, right? But then which leads to making up, because the way you feel about each other, even if you're both being delusional, even if you're both being, having these fantasies about each other, or daydreaming about each other, right? And this is just one scenario because I do see another scenario here. But in this one scenario, we have two people who have these feelings for each other. It's not the most stable situation. I know the King of Pentacles here, but I don't know if that necessarily represents the stability or just the fact that physically and sensually this person wants you, Aries, okay? And that's how they see you. That's how you make them feel, and that's how they see you. Now, you are showing the Seven of Cups. So that Seven of Cups can either indicate that you have other options, right? Or it can indicate that you are just as like kind of enamored, right, by this person as they are with you. All right, but I kind of feel like with the Seven of Cups, though, because the both of you have the Seven of Cups here, I think it's more about the fact that with the Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands here, that there are other options. Whether both of you have other options or whether one of you has other options, the Seven of Cups also represents commitment issues, which can cause a lot of fighting. So I think that it could be a situation where, yeah, there are some type of commitment issues going on, whether it has to do with the fact that you guys just both have all these options, or at least one of you have options, and it's like, look, yeah, I know I have all these other options, but for whatever reason, I want you, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify you, Aries. And we get the Six of Swords. So, the Six of Swords clarifying the Seven of Cups. You're moving away from something, Aries, okay? So whether it's moving away from the lack of clarity in the situation, this is an interesting combination right here. Because I feel like if it is options, you're moving away from the fact that you have all these options. You're like, all right, yeah, I know I have options, but, I'm not doing a really good job at juggling them, okay? I'm just going to, you know what, Aries, I'm going to pull the rest of your clarifiers because I want to see the full picture. Ace of Pentacles in reverse and how you're feeling, and Emperor and what you're thinking. Okay, so you're definitely thinking about going after this person, because I think physically you want this person just as much as they want you. I think they're just more emotional about it. And I think that now is the right time, if it is a situation where you guys haven't been speaking or haven't been communicating, because this person is also open to working things out at this time, where I don't think they were actually open to working it out. I think I'm going off of the past readings, and for my Aries who have been not talking to someone and not dealing with someone, I think that now you're going to be the one to make that step, Aries. I think you're going to have to take control. You know that there's been an inability to manifest what you wanted with this person. And I think now that they are willing to work things out and that they are recognizing how they feel for you emotionally, I think that this would be a great time to try to at least be more realistic. And maybe if you come with more logic and realism and move away from, this fantasy that you're trying to create or build with this person, because let's be honest, okay? The King of Pentacles can also represent someone who's married. Okay, so if this is a situation, and excuse me if I'm jumping all over, but it's like things are coming at me like this. King of Pentacles, if you are married, all right, if this is a relationship, yes, there have been outside influences that have affected your relationship. Okay, but this person, despite the fact that they've been disappointed, right? They are very nostalgic. They are thinking about the connection, the good connection, the positive qualities of the connection that they have for you. And because there is a commitment here, even though they're emotional about all of this, they're ready and willing to make things work. Okay? Now, the next scenario is someone who, if you are married, but you're not married to this person, right? I think that this person, despite the fact that they know that you are committed elsewhere, you represent a married man to them, or a married person. You're married, but they are fantasizing about you, okay? And they are fantasizing about you because they've got cups here and what they're thinking. So they're being nostalgic. So I think this is a situation for those of you who are married, Aries, that there is a person, or whether you're a cross watcher and you're dealing with a married Aries, that you want to basically end whatever bickering and fighting has been going on between the two of you. All right. Now, moving back to a different type of a situation, Aries. If this is a marriage between the two of you, you guys have been together, right? Then this person, like I said, they are willing to move away from the conflicts, right? If it's not a marriage, I'm lying. I'm sorry. I've already focused on the marriage. If this isn't a marriage, if neither one of you are married, but you're just dealing with each other, I think this person, the way they feel about you is just very strong. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're fooling themselves, because they really feel strongly about you. All right, Aries? Now, you, right, are disappointed in the fact that you have not been able to manifest what you want to manifest with this person, despite what scenario. Even though I just outlined like 3 different scenarios, the point is with you, Aries, that you have not been able to manifest what you want to with this person. And that's what you are focusing on now. In your thoughts, you're focusing on how to manifest, because Aries, let's just be honest, when you guys want something or someone, you go after them. And so now I feel like that's what's happening. So despite the fact that you guys have been in conflict, here it is with this Page of Pentacles. This is you, I feel like, Aries, okay, with trying to come up with some type of a solution to make things work. And the fact that this person is willing to make things work works in your favor, okay? So it's like now's the time to strike, Aries, all right? If there's been a situation, and it really doesn't matter how many people are involved, I feel like this person is someone that you feel like you want to go after, right, in a physical way. And I think that you are going to take charge of this situation. all right? And do what you have to do, whether that's apologize, whether that's to be the one to make that first step in bridging the gap if there hasn't been communication. Whatever the case is, I think that you're going to be the one, Aries, to make that step where in the past there's been some hesitation or there's been some stubbornness that has been going on between the two of you. Okay, Aries, so that is your relationship reading for the month of September. Guys, go ahead and be sure to let me know in the comments what's going on. I get a lot of cross watchers for the Aries videos. So cross watchers, let me know if you're dealing with an Aries, what the situation is. If you guys would like a personal reading, of course, you can contact me at Divine Love Tarot. That's with an I. My information is also in the description bar below this video. And if you would like to just leave me a comment, I can also contact you that way. All right, guys, so let me know, and I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Aries.